A man called Glenn Youngkin, who's running for governor of Virginia, in part because he's distressed about the racist critical race theory now being taught in the schools there, hurting kids. It's happening all over the country. Now some parents in New York City are joining together to fight it. Harvey Goldman is one of those parents. He joins us tonight. Mr. Goldman, thanks so much for coming on. So just to set the scene very quickly for our viewers who haven't followed this, last year you had a 9-year-old fourth grader in private school, and they began trying to tell her that she was a bad person, a 9-year-old, because of the color of her skin, which of course she can't control. You approached the head of that school in the supermarket, and he basically just blew you off. You wrote a letter to the head, he blew you off again, so you wrote this long letter in which you said, we don't have white privilege, stop telling us that. What happened then?
After that, we had a Zoom call with the school, basically saying the same thing. They said, if you don't like our teachings, you could leave. And I left. Within, I don't know, 24, 48 hours of that Zoom call, they actually offered me a full refund and said, you could leave. They're teaching these kids terrible things, teaching them to feel bad about themselves, and it's really awful.
So they're teaching racism. I mean, I think by any conventional definition, that's what they're doing. You called them on it in a really straightforward, well-written letter, and they didn't budge at all. So what does that tell other parents whose kids are being subjected to this poison right now? What can they do?
Well, I've gotten quite a few calls from parents at the school, and they are pulling their kids out. They are not happy about what is being taught to their children.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what else I could do but teach the schools a lesson by pulling their kids out and getting their money out.
You pulled your, and bless you for doing that, you pulled your 9-year-old out because, I guess by your actions, we can infer that you thought it was that dangerous to her that you didn't want her around it. Why do you think more parents don't do that? I think that's the right thing, but why don't more people do that?
I think a lot of them are unaware about how bad this really is and what they're teaching the kids in these schools. And also, if you're in New York, it's really difficult to find another place to go because so many schools are teaching this critical race theory. And they are together in this. It's really, you have to leave there. So, someplace like Florida, never heard of it.
Oh, so you just left the state and you moved to Florida?
Yes.
Is it better?
Much better. These schools never heard of critical race theory. They don't teach the critical race theory. They don't know about it. These children go to a park and they want to play. They don't care what color the other kids are. They care that they're having fun.
It's amazing. And it's sad, and it's so striking that people go along with it, and we always want to highlight the few who don't, and as an example to the rest of us. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm sorry, please
Thank you,
finish.
Tucker. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I was going to say, my parents came here. They're Holocaust survivors. They came here with nothing. They worked their whole lives so we could have what we have in this country. It's America, and they should be taught that everybody's treated equally.
Exactly.
And that's not what they're teaching our children now.
No, nicely put. That's the promise of America. If we give up on that, we're done. You're absolutely right. Thank you very much, Harvey. Good to see you.